Uh-huh. Yep. No, sir. No, sir. Haven't seen a single cigars. None whatsoever. Hey, gotta go. Out. Hey, everybody. Dave Tomorrow here. Secret Squirrel 123 on the Bird app. Welcome to my world. This is the hole adjacent, or the squirrel hole adjacent. This is where you come and get some information. And tonight we're going to cover the breach part 2. Okay. Now, the thing is, if you haven't seen the breach part 1, which is episode 11, go ahead and do that now. If not, you're going to be lost. Don't worry, we'll wait.
Not long, but we'll wait.
Katie? All right. So,
all right.
Welcome back. This is the episode 15 of the Squirrel Hole, and this is where we cover a fictional breach in the south called Zaporizhzhia. All right, we're going to orientate you to the map real quick. Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, front line. That'll be Donbass over there. This whole area is the 8th Combined Arms Army, and over here is going to be the 35th and 36th CAA, and over there is Crimea, and way over there is the Sea of Azov. Okay, there's Mariupol, and this is
Melitopol.
Melitopol. That's Melitopol right there. That's Metropol, Sea of Azov, Crimea, Dnipro River over there. Okay, so what's going to happen is, we don't know. I'm in Texas. We're wargaming this. I've got about 35 years of experience doing this in and out of the U.S. military. So we're just going to wargame it and see where we go. All right, first thing that's going to happen is you've got divisional sized elements up here at the front. Each one of these divisions should have 1, 2, 3, 4 regiments, infantry regiments, a tank regiment, air defense, headquarters with their own indirect fire. They'll have headquarters back here, and then Army level artillery, tube launch artillery, air defense net right here, heavier artillery, rocket forces back here, QRF. Supplies both at Metropol, Crimea, and Mariupol. Okay? So, what's going to happen is Ukrainians are going to start hitting the entire line down here. They'll hit this line, they'll hit the line in Donbass, they'll hit the line up by Kharkiv, okay? They're going to try and find what's called the seam. The seam will be between divisions, right here, and between the regiments within divisions. Okay, so what they'll do is they'll try to set up a kill box, or they will set up a kill box, represented here, around the division that they're hitting. So nothing can get in or out of this kill box. You'll have drones, close air support from back here, and artillery pounding this entire area right here. Then, as in episode 11, you'll see the breach. Go through the mines, through the Dragon's Teeth, through the interior mines, and engage with direct fire this regiment, right, or these divisional forces right here. Once they get through here, this is going to be your first phase line inside. We'll call this Alpha and Borscht, okay? So phase line Alpha and Borscht, and then phase line Azov down there. So what will happen is there's 3 corps that each have 6 regiments or 6 brigades each. And what they'll probably do is they'll push through here with one entire corps, push out here and secure this area after they make the initial breach. Now, depending on how many casualties they got and everything, they may stop here with that corps and let the other corps pass through. So that corps will come back here, and you'll see minefields all in this area. Well, this population back here is not a fan of the Russians, okay? So probably every minefield, every defensive position is already known to the Ukrainians through spies and such. All right, so once the second corps gets to back here, they'll be engaging all these rear support elements with direct fire from fast-moving TOWs, AMRAPs, wheeled APCs, and things like that, bypassing the minefields. Now, Melitopol here has got the last railhead coming from Crimea up this direction, So it's got fuel, ammunition, and food. So they're going to probably surround this and reduce it and take Metropol, whatever, sorry. Now, as they continue the push back here, they're going to direct fire these artillery units with Humvees and fast-moving infantry. These guys cannot effectively fire direct fire, so these guys will have a choice, either run or die. They're probably going to run. As they push through phase line Borscht, they're going to engage the rear elements and the QRF, which will probably be several battalions of infantry and armor. Now, the thing you got to understand, this looks like a big deal. It looks like a lot of units, but most of these units here have been reduced by about 30 to 50%, and their replacements are not exactly what you call combat ready. In addition to that, T-72s, T-80 uniforms, and T-90s, that's not what we're facing here. We're facing early T-80s, early T-80s, early T-72As, and T-62s, okay? Some of the worst equipment is in this area. So once they push through, probably the 3rd Corps will punch through, make it to Sea of Azov. Once they make it to Sea of Azov, they can put their missiles right here on the coastline, and now the Black Sea is off limits, the Azov Sea is off limits to Russian ships, okay? They'll probably set up a defensive line right here, so anything coming from the Donbass or Russia in that direction will get stopped, and they'll probably start pushing this way towards Crimea. Small QRF along the coast, because there's several, at 90 kilometers out, there's several units that are back here resting and refitting. You have a whole bunch of broken equipment at the beginning of the Crimea, and you've got 2 divisions right here. Whoops, boom.
You're dead.
And you've got another division or so right here on the Donbass. Now, here's the big question. If they punch through and make it to the Azov, reinforce everything, then they can turn around and head this way. So you've got about 4 divisions worth of equipment and gear and personnel that are now trapped. Are they going to try to go back to the Crimea? Are they going to try and fight it out? That's a big question. I will tell you that nothing here that they have is as fast as a bunch of Humvees with tows and machine guns on them. So if they don't pull out right away, they're going to die in place. If they pull out and get caught back here with fast-moving Ukrainian strike groups, they'll die back here. So at this point, with nothing coming from Russia, Crimea lays wide open. There aren't enough defensive troops in that area to defend the area. All right, so that's what could happen. Remember, this is just a war game. Everything's unclassified. There's nothing here that you can't find in a book, but this is a course of action. Thanks very much. Have a great day. This is Dave, Secret Squirrel, out.